Well, one owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com, and this is one of these kind of things where I did a review of this truck, by the way, with Corvair Wild. It's probably on my channel, and I'm just getting ready to redo everything, do the pictures, and I'm down to the last of it. And like he pointed out, these are the original lock nuts or screws for these caps. But look at the original paint, fender wells, just shiny as can be. And then you get this on the frame, where a guy can rub it clean. I usually don't do much with that, except for rub it clean. But then you get these things here, like on that, and like on that, where it's simple rock chips. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here, on the underneath over here. Look like that. And then basically a little paint on it really changes it up to look more like that. And the main thing is, I'm not looking to make this unpresentable, and you know, I want to preserve it, but you're looking at that, just don't look that good. So rust stopping paint kind of applied over it, and a couple light coats is just a world of difference on this. And like I say, on these trucks, this is an all original one. And I just hate to put anything non-factory on it at all. But at the same time, you're definitely stopping a problem that could come up. And God, it's just such a clean truck. It deserves it. Like this stuff right here. I mean, look at this. This is just so clean. And at the same time, I mean, with a nice coat over it, it looks a little better. And my leaf springs are one of my main concerns here. They just look poopy like that, you know? And this will protect them over time a little bit, keep the rust from developing more, and just stinking looks better. That's all there is to it. And in my opinion, this don't take away from the originality of the truck in the least. I would even go as far as to call this maintenance. Well, just another video I'll add here. And I'll take, of course, you'll see my video later on down the line where this is all done. But a little bit of extra goes a long way on this, I think. Like that just doesn't do this truck justice, you know? Well, we'll see ya. Don't even know how to turn it off. Well, I got some of the final touches I wanted to do to this truck done. And don't remember exactly what I showed. But here you can see I kind of sprayed the inner fender wells on the front. You can use like a vinyl paint on any kind of rubberized products. And to me it was important to get the shocks, because they were chipped up looking, and the leaf springs. To me, it was also important not to get the frame to show there's no corrosion and such. I've got a rag here I've been wiping in the back with. As you can see, it's nice and clean there, and it'll even clean up a little more, but I left that. Now in the front, you can see when I started painting, and there's drips of water here because we just washed it too, but you can see that undercoating on this when I painted. It's still got factory undercoating everywhere. And you can see I painted the axles out to the ends. Looks great. You can see I avoided the pan. I don't want to get any kind of anything on that. You can also see that I'll show you. I got my phone. Oh no, I called somebody. Hang on a second here. Let's see. Come on now. Please be voicemail. Yeah, I think it was voicemail. Tow hooks, baby. Okay, so you've seen that on the sides. And then I need my rag here. Sorry about that. You know, I so badly wanted to black that out, but it just takes away from the originality in my opinion, and I am not looking to do that. You can see here, I totally avoided the frame. I don't want to paint the frame in any way. There's no rust, there's no corrosion. However, I did do the ends on the leaf springs, and you can see where I stopped. Like, that's nice new paint, and that's not. And you can see on the frame here how it's nice original paint. You can get the original bolts and all, but I did the leaf springs just because it looks better that way. Did the pumpkin in the rear, the front one. Avoid the tranny pan and such, of course. Look at that, man. Clean as can be. And once this thing dries up, I'll be able to picture it. And what I stopped just to do this. Do a commercial for somebody here, right? Good stuff. There's a couple different brands you can get out there. There's a Goo Gone and a Goof Off. But if you happen to get any, even overspray from paint. But there's lots of uses, and let's forget about overspray. Let's just say parts like this that look like that. There's nothing wrong with them. It doesn't need to be painted, and I don't like to paint anything that I don't have to paint. But I'll tell you what, get a little bit of this on here. And this isn't like a polish or nothing to where you're just polishing it. In fact, you could run some wax over it to protect it more. And for the long term, I would. But you can see there the before and after of what that'll do for you. And to get around the edges and such sometimes, maybe just a little spray of it on there. For the most part, I like to go directly onto the rag. But it is neat for this kind of stuff, even if you're just detailing your car. I think it's got a little bit of a petroleum distillate in it, or however you say that, to where like it kind of seems to lube it up a little too. What do we got in here? It's got to have some kind of petroleum. Yep, it contains petroleum distillates. Or I ain't saying it right. I know. But one thing I am doing right is the final touches on this thing, and it's not something that needs to be done or really changes it that much, I guess. But I'll tell you what, sure looks good and just kind of makes me happy. And you see, any buff compound or anything comes right off. Ah, it looks like a Mercedes bolt. That is a Mercedes bolt. It has to be. Wow, this here's a real truck. See, around that thing, I just like a little on there. I mean, what's it going to do? Lube it up a little bit? Well, that is your review of a way to kind of make this flat black satin black stuff look a little better. Real easy deal. You know, I'm sorry I'm breathing in the mic there, and hope I wasn't doing it too loud while I was grunting away on this, but Sure looks better. I sure like my leaf spring job and my nice factory frame on this bad boy. That's the main thing too is I just don't want to make it non-original and messed up. I like things really original. What I don't like is that right there. I just hate the fact that my wheel is dirty and I'm getting ready to picture. So, a little bit more clean in here, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night. I don't know how I'll clip these two together and such, but that's the deal. We'll talk to you. OneOwnerCarGuy.com. Make sure and subscribe. Lots of unique 1 and 2 owner classic Euro muscle cars on here, and I sell them cheap. New videos every day. We'll talk to you.